Other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? That section.
Phantoms are upon us! Let our foes cower before lightning crackle.
This should help. So close a call offers no solace in victory.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whate'er yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now, even by chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. So, he was put into our care.
Are you here by appointment, perchance?
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness after all. There is no shortage of ne'er-do-well, but I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the gracious hand,
What troubles fester in the people's hearts? An unsettled mind begets an unsettled world.
Yeah? What is it?
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients... None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Tell is, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind, which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of... And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has us, you've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
True enough.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
I concur.
You fond of those eyes? Keep them to yourself.
I lack information pertinent.
What's your business with me, Cos?
Elena. Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But in the end, I survived. But methinks I was one of the lucky. And once, I saw her, the Abbess. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And you'd think 'twere medicine. But I'd not have bought medicine, they were whispering. But I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square, in the eastern part of the common quarter.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of ours is best met with stiff drinks and... Interested in my wares?
This way, Master. We've arrived, just as planned.
Medicine? Medicine! Now!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Oh.
Some evidence, but there might be more to discover. Let us scour every inch of this room.
Splendid. Shall we present the evidence we have gathered to Sir Lubomir? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Over here, if you please. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records, Johann and Bruno. I know these two. I recall them being especially meek to the Abbess. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as... You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You found do you think... Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw afore coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must...
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Ratcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
Indeed, you are correct.
pray. Follow me.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phaesus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your...
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we?
Glad we understand each other.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phaesus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Though to be frank, sir, I cannot see the matter proceeding any further. What I've heard of the abbess's testimony is little convincing.